I'm on the phone with somebody that I'll bet a lot of our TQS members are familiar with. She likes her alphabet soup. I think she eats it every day. I'm talking with Janet Stone. Hey, Janet.
Hey, Alex, how are you?
I am quite well, thank you. Thank you for taking my call.
That's quite all right. Glad to talk.
So here's the thing. I have been watching and admiring your work forever and ever, and you're surely getting the ribbons. Tell me about the whole concept behind your alphabet quilts.
Well, I guess you could say I've been a little obsessed with the alphabet ever since I was a young tot and learned how to write. And my mother was in the printing business when I was a kid and used to bring home what they used to call typeface catalogs. Now they call them fonts. And I was just always fascinated at how many ways one could design letters. And when I started quilting, I made quilts like in the late 90s, but I got serious about it in 2006 when I bought a brand new sewing machine, and I made my first alphabet quilt between like 2007 and 2008, and I entered it in a show just kind of on a whim, and it won 3 ribbons, and I was overwhelmed, and I thought to myself, I want to do this again, and so I made some. I have a group of stitch ladies that they're basically all cross stitchers, but they still let me come in even though I'm a quilter. But I made this big proclamation to them that I was going to make 26 alphabet quilts, thinking that I could just sort of whip them out in a matter of a couple of years, but it didn't work out that way. But I'm still trudging along on it, and I have more ideas, I'm sure, than 26, but so far so good.
Well,
They've all been in shows, and they've all won prizes, and I'm just overwhelmed every time one of them wins a prize.
And didn't you take a prize in Paducah this last round?
I did indeed. They deemed my quilt the best wall quilt, and it's now in the possession of the National Quilt Museum.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I know it's very exciting. So, okay, if you're going to make 26 of these, and I guess it's still on, that deal with yourself, what number are you on?
I am on number 13. I'm right in the middle, halfway there.
Well, and then I hear that not only have you taken several awards, but you may have one coming up real soon.
I may have one coming up real soon.
What can you tell us about it?
Well, it is a block of the month that I have designed and made.
And?
For a really nice online website quilting show. I think I've seen you on it a time or two.
Oh.
you and a friend of yours, Ricky Timms, I think.
So you haven't announced for 2014?
2014, I believe, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And?
Block of the month.
Yes.
Yeah, it's going to have an alphabet on it and a neat little border, and I think anybody with not, from beginner to advanced can whip it out in a year over the course of 2014, and yeah, I'm pretty proud of it. I'm very excited about it. Was very excited to be asked to do it.
Well, we are very excited that you said yes. And the interesting thing was that on the forum, people were asking that Janet Stone do a block of the month. And when we called and asked Janet to do it, she said, well, let me think about it overnight. And I guess immediately ideas started coming to your head, right?
That happens every now and then. Yeah.
I love that. Well, I think that's very exciting. And no, we're not going to show everybody a picture online. It's going to debut at Houston this year, of which you're going to be there. And I want you to talk a little bit about that.
Well, I have a couple of quilts in Houston that I entered in the Houston show, and they have both become winners. I don't know what they have won. They either send you an email, or if you're lucky enough to be one of the top 8 winners, they actually call you and tell you that you've won. And so one of my quilts is in the top 8 winners of Houston, which I'm just beside myself about. And the other one has also won a prize. The funny thing is, the one that just won the regular prize, I thought would be, if I was going to win a big prize, I thought that one would be the one, but it was the opposite. So you never know with these quilt shows what's going to become of anything. But Yes, I'm over the moon excited about that, except for the fact that it's a luncheon the next day. I have to give a speech, which I'm just terrified about.
You can do it. You can do it.
I'm sure I'll figure it out. If I don't have a heart attack and while I'm doing it, I'll be fine.
Remember the old adage, just picture everybody's naked, right?
I've heard that before. I'm sure I'll have a lot of my friends and fans in the audience, so maybe that'll make it a little bit easier. But
well,
it'll be fun.
It's going to be fun, and we'll be celebrating the next block of the month, and every day in our booth, we all meet at 1:00, and you said that you'd be happy to be there at that time too. You can do that?
I will hang out as much as I can.
That's awesome. And then everybody who's going to be at Houston, be sure to wear your TQS badge. And Janet, I just had to be a little mean to everybody on the website and tease them. But I'll tell you what, it has just been something else trying to keep this a secret, because the quilt is absolutely fabulous. And RJR is creating kits for people. Of course, you can do it with your own stash, but it's really going to be a fun BOM for 2014. Thank you, Janet.
Well, thanks for asking me. It was an interesting adventure.
Yeah. Okay, everybody, I got to tell you, my bad was I told her, oh, you have till October, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, let's see, can you have it done? So thank you for still taking a call from me on the phone.
That's quite all right. We're still friends.
You're right. So thank you so much. And John is doing something in my sewing room. John, what aisle are we on? Aisle 15, right?
1210.
1210's our number, everybody. So that's where you'll find us. That's where you'll find Janet. And I'll see you in just a couple weeks, right?
I'm just so excited. I can't hardly stand it.
Well, I can't wait to see the ribbons hanging on your quilts, too.
Well, me too.
I know. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you. It was fun talking.
Yes. Bye-bye.
See you later.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.